Without what says the time? Is it good morning or what? What is this saying? Okay, good morning. This is 11. After 11. That is 11 a.m. from Biafra land. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. Thank you for joining us this very moment, irrespective of where you are. The duties at your hand, but you still have the time to join us because of your love for truth and because of your love for the gospel. Because gospel means good news. And because of your love for Biafra. Because the coming back of Biafra, this second birth of Biafra, is good news. When there is no hope, when all hope has been lost, that's when our God sent Nnamdi Kanu to come up with this very gospel, which means good news, which is Biafra. And this very moment, we must continue to make our God proud. We must continue to honor his name for giving us Nnamdi Kanu, for giving us IPOB, by remaining resolute, consistent, by under the same very command where he channeled us to when all hope had been lost, which is Nnamdi Kanu. And he laid a structure which had been the problem of Nigeria. The very structure of IPOB leadership have totally destroyed Nigeria in final with their perseverance method, which has been the very key success of Nnamdi Kanu. Endurance, perseverance. Our leader can endure. And he dropped this very thing on the table of IPOB leadership, knowing that when you endure, Nigeria cannot endure. When you endure and remains where you are without shaking, remains there. They cannot be patient because they are stealing from your oil, from your land. They will always be focused on how to destroy you, and that is when you bring them and they will fall into your trap. This was how we set this very war. We planned it. Do not expect people to give us agenda. This very problem Malami is in now is agenda we gave to them. How did we give them agenda? Remaining under the command of Nnamdi Kanu, even as he's in detention. Which he said, I want our land to be calm and peaceful. That is where we defeated Malami. That if you cannot reason, you will know that Nnamdi Kanu leads IPOB from detention. That's why the enemy don't want him to leave from detention. So that when we fall into autopilot, it means act anyhow. When you act anyhow, the Nigerian media has every ground to start campaigning before the world that IPOB is because their leader had been arrested. Since their leader had been arrested, they no longer have leadership. They no longer have command. Some are burning people's house. Some are burning people's vehicle. Some are putting fire on people's motorcycle. Some are robbing. Some are stealing. Some are kidnapping. Some are now just destroying government property. All in the name because they want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. These are the things that you would have been hearing from news. Because you have nobody to defend you. By then, the voice of the Mapuafu will no longer work. How? There is no leadership. They will take it as a voice of individual. Because you have been channeled to autopilot, you become foolish, which they cannot defend you. So any allegation by Nigerian army against the people of Biafra, they no longer target on IPOB. They no target on the people of Biafra. That the people of Biafra is now destroying the eastern region. That is the Igbos. They try to use that news. You think they use IPOB? No, they will try to use IPOB to single out as an enemy so that some gullible Biafrans will join them to say we are the problem. But after defeating us, had they defeated us? They cannot do that. Had they defeated us, you that supported them, you will know that they no longer call IPOB. They will be calling the people from the east that they are the problem. By then you will fall in. Had we not stood up and showed them our voice in chain, and they knew that the leadership is still working, that the leadership is still active. That's why all the agendas they gave to Simon Eba was to focus on the leadership and to focus on Nnamdi Kanu and to focus on the lawyers and to focus on the families and to focus on IPOB family members and to bring the diversity. And all these things were only to make sure that the Fulani will see that the people that are following leadership are no longer much, so that they can kill our leader. But we continue to show them that if they try, we are under one chain of command. One chain of command. And someone said, I am taking over. And we keep telling them, we are under one chain of command. If you try it, we are under command of IPOB. And today, Malami have confirmed it. They cannot kill our leader. Do you see where we pin them? I now go ni yana mo na agree. E ka yin wo bi okoya. O gi ke bu na National High School Aba, 9th of February 2016. O do ke bu na Mpo, 29th of 30th May 2016. O do ke bu ni Igbocha, 20th January 2017. IPOB solidarity with Donald Trump. O do ke bu na Onitsha, 30th of August 2015. O do ke bu na Emene, 23rd of August 2020. Ọdún aka na-egbu ihe a niile. Ọdún aka egburu na Faruku and Ishalangwa, ụmụ ahịa stroke Ishalangwa Expressway. Ọdún aka egburu on the 14th September 2017. Python dance. Were you the one they killed? The same IPOB. Were you the people that slept at Headbridge? Were you the people that marched? Do you know the IPOB you are talking about? We are under one chain of command, and we remain there. And that's where we defeated them. In Rapture, this is the kind of war Nnamdi Kanu lost. The worst thing that will happen to you now is when you fall into a trap of, what is it called? Emotional. A fall or out. A natural zone, in outside the low roof, as if nothing can hit in the it's not like I can in a roof. If the baby they get under your emotion, you fall out. And a natural zone, all that is a IPOB. It's a join you to the you have another stage for people to fall out. Another stage. Any stage, I want to have 100. 100. Any stage people must fall out. Yeah, another stage. Final destruction of the zoo. Of what Google, has it not ended? Final destruction. The same thing they were dodging. That's why they told Gowon to go and kill us. They were dodging it. You cannot defeat us. In every country you take us in the world, you cannot defeat us. Chineke mere mebe. Papa you feel go now. Oh, ebe na aga. Tell me any action we take now that we are not in a very good ground. Tell me. Have you not been them in UN? Have you not pinned them down in Kenya? Have you not won them in their appeal courts? Have you not won them in their federal high courts? Have you not won them in their state high courts? Oh, I have had it. Tell me where you have not won them. Do you see where we are heading to? And those actually secure. When did the kind secure Chaya? When did you? And when did you? Just listen to IPOB. When I did a simple action, 8 for 1 year, or 1 year the action. 8 is rambling, why not they take action? I have back. Or you need to come now. We can't finish choice Baba and the lawyer, and I hear him. So that I got a visit. This is our leader. You join us to choice Baba. Mgbe they take action, I have all them they take action, na aka ha tiwe mkpu, I have na anyị mere ya. Oh, that is shame. Can you see mkpu otu? Ọkọta IPOB ka ị na-akọ. Ọkwa anyị mecha anyị mere isi and I say na anyị mere ya, anyị na-eme criminality. We tell you we did it. Go ask Fulani Akulawa. Go ask them. We do it. We tell you we did it. You get make it? In freedom fighting, you do not do criminality. Criminality cannot be added in your history. That is to say, you plan what you are doing under the law and do it. And when they say, so this, if they say that a community did it, ESN will say community did not do it. ESN did it. If you say that people of this place did it, IPOB will say it's a lie. Not those people. It's IPOB that did it. That's how we do. So that it will be recorded. The enemy and your oppressor will know that if they do not do what you are asking them to do, you will still do the same thing tomorrow. Not when you shoot, you run away. If our men are doing something, you run away. When you run away, the enemy will come to the community and kill our people and burn down their houses. And he killed them, call them ESN, burn their house, call them ESN camp, and kidnap the youth and call them suspected ESN. It's in the own somebody. You cannot do something and say, I did it. You stand with it, knowing that the enemy is coming. Today, if you have access to Nnamdi, can you meet your man or you know going to need? This is the point in Nnamdi Kanu loss. What our leader would have been broadcasting on radio, trying to convince the world to understand, is what Malani is now telling the world, and we are in a haste. Nigeria is now telling the world what Nnamdi Kanu would have tried to convince them on radio to understand. They are now acting it. We are practical. We are now in a haste. Allow them to tell the world what our leader would have told them. When will be there? Hi, Chineke mere mebe. Look what I am very proud of. Hapwa ka hajiraka hagachando. Then we will strike. Cool on down. Father, so you take the horn by the bull. You can't even listen so again. And you take it by the leg. Immediate matter in court. Your father, you cannot get it. You cannot win you cannot win the oppressor or the oppressor in your court. You win them. They disobey court order. That's what we expected. This is not the first time. All repeating of history. Our Justice Ademola freed our leader. They said no. They arrested him immediately from the court. Justice Donso freed him unconditionally. 2015 to 2016. They arrested him. Did we allow our strength to be decayed? To decay? Did our strength decay? The answer is no. And that is what we have to learn, because our God always prepare us. And now, Fulani, upon those very hard way they gave to us then, they saw it as an easy way. They now bring the double one. And that is without knowing that our God have also multiplied our own strength and intelligence. Did you understand? Now they are falling. They double it without knowing that our own is multiple. They think we did not grow, that we ended up in the same level of 2015, 2016, 2017. They didn't know that IPOB have grown beyond what they are thinking. Now, every advantages everything they saw as an advantage to us when they kidnapped our leader earlier, this time around, before they planned this one, they saw it that they will change it. He was there. After denying him his Jewish worshiping materials, they allowed him to get it. This time around, they say you will not touch it. They thought it was the thing that freed him. This time around, they said he will not be in Kuje. He will be in DSS, without knowing that they have saved his life, because the prison yard is more dangerous than the detention facility. Did you understand? They doubled everything. But some people don't know that we study these things and we study the steps that Nigeria will take, and we mark it, and we know that these are the steps they must take. That is why you must listen to that very structure. Did you understand? Now, this time around, the same disobedient to the same discharge, 2 times, they have disobeyed it now. The discharge by appeal court and the discharge of federal high court, sitting on Omar. Now, do you see where our God completed it again? The very Omar verdict, 19th of January 2022, about the jumping of bell or something. The court discharging Nnamdi Kanu on that. Do you see where our God crossed them? Now, that international they used to win Ojuku, our God crossed them again by UN ruling. Did you understand? He now crossed them international so that they will end up in Nigeria, so that the all eyes will be on them. Because if our God allowed them to be international, there will be distraction. Did you understand? Our God crossed them internationally with UN working group ruling. We are now here in their land. We oppress them everywhere. This one they are doing now is a childish play. I don't agree. When the match has ended, you are a joke. Who told you can change the traditional ruler immediately? A traditional ruler that will rule the matter. Instead of you to return the matter back to the traditional ruler and say you do not agree. You say you change the traditional ruler and appoint another people immediately to listen to your case. Are you mad? Malami, are you mad? Are you foolish? So we are bringing our people. I was going to my office. JSS, can you listen? Are you listening? I was going to my office. On the way, I said no. Since yesterday I haven't talked to our people, I need to go back. That's why I'm here now. Okay, Mazi Biafra last miracle. Let us pray. Let us pray. Thank you. Facebook, welcome. Attack them. Attack the program is not our business. If you are after attacking it, our people will stream it live in a very big page. Right? I am I'm live on the Biafran Times also. London. Adam on Facebook. You are attacking that one. That's the one you are attacking. You also attacking my own page. IPOB Evangelist Mazi Maduabuchi page. Right? We move. Share it very wide. Thank you, Zama. Thank you, Zubo. Thank you, Zemiri. Thank you, Zembochi. Thank you, Chineko Memma. Thank you for allowing them to rejoice while they are being destroyed. Thank you, Zubo. Bahana amuki imra hala wakahana. Yada kamemiri. Can't deceive when they have an attack in Nigeria. Because so the boy that travels support a boy can't music in Nigeria. In the church, I take a higher now point to new judges. In that one appeal, in that calling away, handing away right take on. How could only a look at you to the Hakanawa? The time I need it is a. Emma, every guy saying to ship one. Open I G can you me? All bank or guardian. Come on, all you can get you go beyond. I'm going to go by Zikan. And you get real story. I have one on your one. Email. Tipiana. Okamo take what you go different. Kodo Wanya. Nakoka Hakrona Exodus. The Wakuifo. Nime you Israel. Okodo Gohanu. Okodo Gohan Yezel. Okodo Gohanya. Nareke in a repeated history. Ibuchi. Email. Right now, I am looking for a man who will stand in the gap and fight for my people. Nnamdi Kanu Oputai. All that also, but the mother said, I give you, that's no problem. It's with the Pido and of it will be the monk. Of it's not a shaman I caught here, maybe. Now, the reason I'm Nnamdi Kanu, but I am not doing it. Of it will go on my own. Now, they came in the visit body. You don't know what we could now. Oh, yes, Yamani morning. Don't know keep the Yamani morning, but I know open the way in Puari. Now, they came in my head, Puari Gota, in the Lezu, now, now, they put now, the Nnamdi, it will change, they are okay. They don't be now, so they know. You know, so. Ọkwandị mma nna anyị hụtachara otu ede ha sị mba na mgbe ọbụla ha mụrụ nwa ha ga-agụ after your name. Ọ bụrụ na ị gosiri ha otu ike gị ha otu isi hụ ha n'anya igosiri ike gị ka ha ji gụọ nwa ha Chibuike. Ọkwa na igosiri ihe ka ha ji gụọ nwa ha Chibuike. Ọkwa na iburu ha dulata ha, ọkwa ha ji gụọ nwa ha Chinedum. Ọkwa na maka na igozi ha ka ha ji gụọ nwa ha Chigoziri m. Na ha ekele ihe ndị ahụ anyị ahụzuola ugbu. Nke a bụ na ha amaghị ụma wee sọ ọmụ aha ahụ. Na ihe a wee bụ mmadụ ka ha hụrụ, ọkwa anyị ahụgo ya. Anyị ekwesịrị ịdị ndụ ugbu a. Ọkwa Enugu Barak etu divishọn juru eju na ngwa ọgụ. Ọkwa Gariki Enugu 103 ọkwa o juru eju. 14 Brigade Ọhafịa ọkwa o juru eju. Ọkwa Beri Kamp Igwe Ọcha ọkwa o juru eju na ngwa ọgụ ma ndị ahụ. Ọkwa Obinze juru eju. Ọkwa Afikpo juru eju. Ọkwa Aba juru eju. 144 Asa. Ebe a niile juru n'amị, o jukwere na Asaba, o jukwere na Warri. Onye kwesịrị ịdị ndụ taa, onwe onye kwesịrị ịdị ndụ ebe a. Onweghị. Nketa ndị gọvanọ sụtara ekwesịghị ịdị ndụ mana ele efesighị ala ha n'iyi. Ọkwa ịnagaghị ike bụ sọsọ esi Fulani. Ihe ahụ otuto anyị na-enye gị ibu ụzọ were IPOB na gọvanọ si ike ha daziri obi ifesala Fulani ka ịlazi ha n'iyi. Nara ekele maka ndị ọbụla jikwara ngwa ọrụ ndị na-enupụ isi na akọta ọga. Nara ekele ọgwụkwọ ndị ọzọ ka ga-adịkwuo ha maka na egbochi imere eze odo imere eze ama maka Nnamdi Kanu azụgo ọkwụ n'isi. Foundation ya na-apụcha ya apụta ọba ebe anyị ga-akwaga Naijiria anyị akwaga ya ọdaa ọwa anyị ọ ga-akwatu ya site n'ike nke gị imere eze udo imere eze ama n'ihi na egbochi n'aha gị chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise anyị kwara ya Chukwu abịa ma a sị gị kpọrọ ya gama ọ jijiji maka pastọ gị nọ n'akụkụ. Anya ka m na-eji akpọ n'oge aha ya n'isi. Chineke mere ya ebere. Chukwu okike abịa amara. Pastọ ka ọ na-anụ Igbo kọwarịa ya. Chukwu okike abịa amara mgbe ahịhịa na-enwu ọkụ ma ahịhịa anaghị ere ọkụ. Moses zọpụrụ ụkwụ ka ọ mara ihe mere ahịhịa ji enwu ọkụ ma ọ na-ere ọkụ. Olu Chineke ada nke a pụtara na ọ gara nso wee mata onye ọ bụ. That is to say, ebe ya nso ga amara ya Chukwu abịa amara. When you go closer to him, you know him. Ịgakwa na nke Jizọs ka m doo gị anya ya wa asịrị ka Chukwu abịa dị ga-akọwa nwunye ya na-eme gị ihere ka anyị doo gị anya. Oge nke Jizọs blind Bartimaeus mgbe o tiri mkpu Jesus said bring him tighter. That is bring him closer. That is to say, o kwesịrị na ebe ahụ ọ nọ kwuo okwu. Did you understand? Before man adịghị nso amarị nwaanyị oriri ọbara gara ya nso before nwere onwe ya according to the Bible ote chi dee ya. That is to say na ihe niile ọkwa Chukwu okike abịa amara. Did you understand? Mgbe ụmụ Israel na Moses na-aga Chineke na-akọlụkwa Moses out ya na ya na-akpa ya na-akpacha ya laghachitu Israel. Chukwu adịghị amara ị ga-abịa ya nso maka onye ọgwụ ọ nke Moses ịgakwa n'ugwu ịgakwa ka ya dị ya hụ. Chukwu adịghị amara abịa nso amara onye Chukwu adịghị ama. Ihe awa aha Chineke ewepụrụ oge esi evu anyị but duto na ọ hụrụ na ndị mmadụ chọrọ ịla ya n'iyi ya nyere ha aka ha were ya gụọ ya aha arụsị ha so that a ga-ajụzi ịkpọbi aha ezogbuo ya. Ihe o ji zogbuo ya bụkwa ugbu a maka oge nke ụmụ Israel o nweghị mgbe Chineke gwara Abraham na aha ya abụ n'ihe mbụ. Methuselah don't know, Melchizedek don't know that the name of God is abụ n'ihe mbụ. But ihe a wee made him reserved only to save Israel. Only ọ na-eji aha ahụ mee only na ndị pastọ na-ebu ụlọ anya amecha mmadụ ihe a maka ọ na-awa achụ aja agwọ ya aha. Onwe ebe agụrụ ya Adonai, onwe ebe agụrụ ọta, onwe ebe agụrụ ya Shaddai, onwe ebe akpọ akwara ya Elorikai ma onwe ebe a na-akpọ ọrụ achụcha aja agwọ. Ihe ọwa ahụ o kwuru ọkwa ya Jehova ka ọ gwara gị You can't call them for Israelites. Then to quite their also because all they are chain the Kanu to fight our enemy. I know the town. I'm trying to treat it. Why I got to go there and manage it. Before my banning hand. One I got no father, my grandma. In that night, I opened the mamma now for that they'll be directing me. I'm not here at the memo. Chineke mekwere m ebere mbido ibe ihe mma bidolia just dowezie ma ọ na m na-ata ihe mma dowe aga na-agọzi ihe nga na-ede iwuru na m na-efinish the sentence ya ọ dị mma ọ dị mma ga na-akwụchizi si ha mba na ozuola a na-eweta ọ ka ndị pastọ chọrọ ịgwa m ka ala n'iyi na m were eme pastọ ihe m ga-eji alụ ọgụ fọ ndị nke anyị when a person name invent, however, Bible, they go when house, a caronia spoon, a caronia zinc, a caronia fan, a caronia phone charge, a caronia phone, a caronia a caronia rubik, a carry doctor, a carry scientist, a carry engineer. Caronia Kapan, here there are no geology. Some goes in your engage save in the kind, in a hack. Maybe I will have to wash them. When I cannot do like a John, I don't know like a John. If I got one Herod, if you know where to Jesus, or tell the IPOB shame, I got one Herod, now when 1 year when I want to follow up on them. I IPOB name, a Jedi, one, equal mayor, if I could go John. I got government to know, and the matter only what them, what Elijah, Ahab, and Jezebel. Can you say it, Pastor, man of God? Can you say it? You cannot say it, but IPOB is saying it. We don't care if they will kill us. If they will just the same gas to the game, you're a coward. Pastor say we're here cowards. Now go to Isaiah. He can't do like Isaiah. That's not telling soon. You're a coward. Happy here now. You're a coward. Condemn my evil. Condemn my evil. Not have it on a Bible. Condemn my evil. Irrespective of your game. Condemn my evil. I will not compare you now. I will not condemn here. Even on my picture everywhere. I condemn evil. I don't care my evil. I don't care. I condemn evil. After I'm in a protector, you are not the owner of the church. Condemn my evil. Now when I'm it's somebody again. I'm not checking it. I'm not checking it. You go to Matthew. If I'm not to condemn evil, say boy. You can't condemn evil. It's only going to go anywhere. I go wash it. I got you to study. You must condemn evil. All Jesus who condemn him. All Elijah condemn him. All Isaiah condemn him. It's not promoting evil. Every time you make evil, you never Nigeria, you never president, you never government, you are promoting evil. John the Baptist did not do so. Matthew did not do so. James did not do so. Elijah did not do so. Isaiah did not do so. Jeremiah did not do so. Ezekiel did not do so. Amos did not do so. Solomon did not honor them. You are honoring them the same child. Makani call an old. They can't condemn evil. Because he told them, are you the owner of the church? Okay, you know. If you want to collect money, why not go to the in the church, the government and Johnson? Why not say the truth to God defend their church? Yeah? If God is the owner of the church. To collect money, God is the owner of the church. But to say the truth, you don't need trouble. So you are not the owner. Why not say the truth so that the same God that received the money, the same God will defend the church? Our leader is in detention illegally. He made you on the church. He got coming in a woman too. He got a go with the blending Maduabuchi. Hey, they are going to Bible. Hey, they are go. In who primate teacher. In the primate teacher of Methodist. Only going to go ahead of that line. Every day follow you. Condemn evil. On the Bible again. Echina equal tithes. Equal prosperity. Equal nigga go to the go. Equal not Chinese. You want to tell me in the paper for that you run a church day to Sunday. No topic in your garden. Now government, condemn government. Only will be able to if not, you are evil. Notice to the PVC that is under constitution. Now you will not fight the government that is kicking against constitution. Assembly na church echi we get the new primate future of Methodist equal. If the tire again that one prosperity. So can happen. So can occupy pastor my friend, my bishop. If you refuse to condemn evil, forget that IPOB did not ask you to fight for us. You cannot fight for us. We have our God. What we ask you to do is condemn evil. Condemn evil in the church. Away evil in the church, amen. In the church, I am evil. All Nigeria push for high evil. He won't also. He won't go. He won't miri. He won't miri. He won't go. All your evil, Hannah, amen. In your hand, Hannah, evil. Up in your neck, the main evil is the government. Don't have create evil. Condemn the attitude of the government. Pass on our Bible, okay? How can I go prosperity? How can I go vow? How does it happen? Or we need to go? I don't like you, I know I want already. Yeah, I know I take you to die. Or that praise you, no, the praise you. Constitution can violate. We are not begging you. See my topic. Final destruction of the zoo. We are not begging you. Final destruction of the zoo. Championed by IPOB. Led by Nnamdi Kanu. By now. Ask Malami, which court order are you going to obey now? Malami, which court order? Which one are you going to obey? That's why I don't cross you with so many programs. Which court order are you obeying? Which one do you want to obey? You want to obey the concocted stay of execution granted by the very Fulani idiots you call judges? Nonsense. Do they have jurisdiction to listen to such complaint? Do they have jurisdiction, Malami? That is why we told you we will destroy you in your own court. You think we will shoot you, God? And we will have God. We will destroy you because we will force you to destroy yourself. We will force you. How do we force you? Perseverance and our intelligence. Indeed. Namami. Indeed, endurance. Persevere. We can persevere because you cannot persevere. How do you? Why is it that you don't persevere? You are robbing us. You are stealing from our land. An armed robber does not endure. We own the land of Biafra. We own the resources. We can endure to follow it up. And know your reason. You must prove to us why you must be killing us, taking our resources. That's why we are in your court. Prove us wrong. You cannot do it. So you cannot endure. We that is the owner of the land of Biafra, given to us by our God, we can endure your intimidation so that you prove to us that you have not proved to us. Do you see it? And some people think that the government is the owner of the world. No, now, that is God. But one thing we are telling you is that we do not wait that God will come and do it or angel. Our God have already picked IPOB to use IPOB to do it. So we will destroy Nigeria. Did you understand? That's why when some fools came up and started telling us, hey, PTB is the one that Nnamdi I told you, Nnamdi came to destroy Nigeria. How come you are trying to attach him to something that want to promote Nigeria? Are you foolish? The duty of Nnamdi is to destroy Nigeria and free every victims of Nigeria, because every nationality that was trapped into this very contraption are all victims of the British. We are victims. Now there's no able to show us an achievement. So that's why we are here. So when somebody is trying to bring people and then Nnamdi, I say you're a fool. This is very useless idea. We are here to destroy Nigeria. Nnamdi is here to destroy Nigeria and free people. You say it's duty. Are you mad? Are you foolish? Don't you know our duty? Are we pampering you? We are here to make sure that you help yourself to destroy yourself. Go and, if you don't have access to Nnamdi, ask the lawyers what is strengthening them. Go and ask the lawyers the strength they get. After meeting Nnamdi, if you meet Nnamdi, for 2 seconds. You will even, if you don't control yourself, you will go and rush the army and take their, you think you can collect their gun easily. Because you need to, if you meet this man and discuss with him, you know that a Malami statement is just a childish play. Go and meet Nnamdi Kanu. A man you don't can matter. In our call, you know, all finish the dream with no winter. I was said, the dream with no winter. I told him no winter. Ọkwata wo ji nnewi, ọkwa nnewi ka iji. Ọ sị hapụ ụmụ ya ka ha gawa ka iji dị nne. N'ọchọ kesi ndị gọvanọ. Achọ m information gọvanọ. Wetere m nke president. Ọkwa today ọkwa ya. Federal government versus Nnamdi Kanu. Ị na-akpa n'ike. Enunugo dị kesi ya mbụ. Enunugo ya mbụ. Ị gaa na the charges against Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear IPOB mentioned. Enunugo ya mbụ. Who is IPOB? People that are agitating for Biafra. Upon going at Biafra, but going at the case. You'll be in their court, you'll be in the UN, you'll be in African court, you'll be in the world, anywhere in the world. All that what? Only that's in a new movie. And no matter here now, happen there in their mom. And I'm going to more than again. Okay, we're going to final destruction. I'm going to escape route. Which law, which court order do Malami want to obey now? Is it the one verdict that said that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail? He escaped military assassination attempt. The federal government should give him 1 billion. And they apologized to him. Did you understand? The judge was not given the ruling under Cameroonian law or under Ghanaian constitution. The judge in Omahia was not using the Republic constitution. He was using Nigerian constitution. And the court was under Nigerian constitution. Now, and that through at least 3 newspapers, right? Now, they will also meet him and discuss with him, look into his issue. That is to discuss with him about referendum. That is the issue. Nnamdi Kanu will issue about referendum. If you are talking about the issue, you know, when they give him allegation, hey, it's because of problem, or that somebody that is asking for referendum and somebody that disobeys order, court orders, violates your constitution. No, somebody that is asking you for referendum. Election is by voting, referendum is by voting. Now, and somebody that disobeys court orders, and the court is the strength of the democracy and the last hope of the common man. When the executive has said the court doesn't work, we will direct the court on what to rule. As they directed some fools, thinking that they are dealing with the politician from Nigeria. You are a fool. Nnamdi Kanu is not Abiola. You are an idiot. Those judges that gave that ruling and them cabas. Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter and he has followers. It's not Abiola. I've told you this earlier. It's not Selewiwa. These people have no followers. These are politicians that you can hold at any time. You have worked with them. You have their track. This is freedom. Nnamdi Kanu has finished his job. We will deal with you. That's why we maintain to show you that we are under the same command of Nnamdi Kanu. When you told someone ever to tell you, we no longer take instruction from Nnamdi Kanu. That was a signal to kill Nnamdi Kanu. That we have left him. All this signal to kill our leader, we said no. Hey, nobody should listen, take the instruction. Nobody should listen to him. The information coming from the lawyer is coming, it was forged by the leadership. They have sold our leader. That was a signal to show Fulani that they are free to kill him. Because when they confirm you no longer follow the leadership, they can kill him. That was the plan. They want to test our faith behind the structure. Because Abiola have no structure. Selewiwa have no structure. So many of them have no structure. I've been preaching this for long. That you cannot kill him. They knew we are more people. When is someone on the thinking, our leader will be fluent there today. Their job are finished. Here are not now Biafra. These are people that deceive you in the name of freeing Nnamdi Kanu. Now, do you see? Why is it that they are not campaigning now? Hey, we shouldn't to go to fight. We need to go. Is that not a time that they used to give that the announcement? Because we have defeated them with their strategies. That's why Malami is rounded up by IPOB. We landed them up there, they made the ball. They cannot touch this very ball. Chineke mere m ebere. In a panic. The director saying I give with the more harder ways. I know our lawyers. Mgbe deny your visit 3 times or 4 times. Abraham and then I give you a hard work. That happened, okay, I know here. Every charge there 2 times has say no. But we still fight them in IPOB way. According to one commentator of a football match between the Zoo and Cameroon in a tournament, Nigerian Ghana 2000 Nations Cup. It was free kick. Okocha was about to kick it. Do you know what the commentator was saying? He said in 3 weeks ago, Okocha played 4 free kicks and scored 2. Last week, he played 2 free kicks and scored 2. And can he do it again? He was just saying, he was just asking, can he do it again? And the Okocha scored against Cameroon to the free kick. And he said he has done it in Okocha way. So we do it in IPOB way. I better them they know. I demand Nala. Okay, my Nigerian court. He secure a victory. The judges are angry. Well, maybe you don't know. The election has ended through disobedience to court orders. Okay, you don't know. Go and ask Malami. Don't call IPOB. Don't call IPOB a zoo, an idiot. Disobedience to court order is a final signal to you that there is no election. Are you a fool? Okay, you want to bring IPOB inside. You are a mad idiot. Ask yourself, why did they take people to bring us into P2B? Was it not to let the strength of Nnamdi Kanu so that he can be killed? They tested us following Idu, we said no. They tested us following autopilot, we said no. They now tested us following election, P2B, we said no. They know that you cannot kill him. We remain there under the leadership. Kill us or you leave us. We are under command. He leads us from detention. Unmovable, can you kill him? The answer is no. We have shown you we're under one channel. They knew those that are following Simon. They knew how many they deployed. They knew how many students' union that are there, they bought phone. They knew how many PDP party. In that very platform, they don't do APC, they don't do PDP, they don't do Labour. Everybody, the meeting was everybody, every party member go there. Their issue is Simon out the way. Simon after our leader. If you argue them, they don't know anything. They just say you are a fool. You must embrace your brother. They cannot argue you because they were planted. Argue them now, they have no sentence to make. Ask them about IPOB, they don't know. All they know is Simon all the way because we knew them. A very page, a platform that Atiku was campaigning for in 2019. When did Simon remove all those PDP from his pages? He did not remove them. But all our pages are Biafra pages. Idiots. Why is it that he never created that grant to kill our leader? Share the program very much. I met somebody here that will know. Thank you. Did they have weapon? The only weapon. They thought that we will go into violence so that they will tell the world we have no leadership. If you have no leadership, any allegation given to you, there is no voice that can defend you because you are now autopilot. But we said no. They now know that our leader have followers. You cannot kill. You have defeated them in their own courts. But people are telling you, you cannot get, I have said this before, you cannot get victory in the court of your oppressors. I say you don't know anything. I stopped in primary 4 first term. In Asubeke, in Makeda University. If you look at this line, IPOB Beke. Man IPOB did it from Beke and Hinas. I cannot get justice from the court of my oppressor. You can only tell other people, not IPOB. We got justice in 2015. Disobedience to court order is different from getting justice. I always tell you this, order differentiate here. Do not try to hide our victory. These documents of our victims in their courts, this we have the documents and they must be implemented. Whether you think that they don't do it now, they don't obey, it must be obeyed. There is a place to settle it with them. If you now cover our victory, we secure the charge of our leader by Justice, what is it called? Ademola 2015, December 20th. Do you think we have thrown it away? These are debts of justices. You say we can't get justice. Are they not justices? You can only tell us that these people disobey court order. It is a difference from telling IPOB. Don't compare us with history. We are different from history. We are history ourselves. Don't compare us with any operation of any freedom fighting movement. We are different. Are they at the center of the world? Are they zero latitude? Are they zero longitude? Have they been killed like us? Are they in different jails in the world? Do they have the resources more than every other people in the world? Then how do you compare us with them? Tell me a people that will do what IPOB have done and they will not be in their own land. Then why are we still there? Because you are greater than them. Great trials are the necessary preparation for greatness. Okay, man. How you made mistake, you got correct there. You did not correct in your payment high in brain. How we high your brain, don't make correction. How will you? Correction which is low one. Then it should be or the higher your brain. Oh, you all correction can't feel you. No matter that in high the five and way. When I feel be not correct, it came no man of Panama. I teach and they among them, you know. Hey, let us take the horn. Let us take the horn by the bull. So we have been joking before. So we are not taking the horn by the bull. I may take it by the foot or by the leg. Let's say by the way, before I'm running to take the horn by the bull. If I live in a junction, why not the barak and no bills? You can have women, I'm not taking. Our man is doing something. You are an idiot. Enwe barak ni igwe ọcha gị gaa n'ebe apakịrị na Amazon na ọjị were egbe gaa n'abalị gaa jide driver trailer si ha setụlụ ụmụ ọma n'ọnụ ahụ ụmụ ọma n'ọnụ ahụ ụmụ nwa ndị na-echebe obodo na-achọrọ na ego ESN. So ihe ahụ ya omen ọkụ ya driver trailer na-eche ka chi jee ka ọ gawa nnehi eji akpọta ewite AK-47. So I am taking the horn by the bull. I'm not Zuzu shall up also. It will be with a sign. So imagine a chairman of organization, na information there won't can hiji. So imagine information chairman can hiji. Give the Jew ke yam. Nkonye nkozo Jew ke. And then they tell you the information. So if you know nanka Jew highest. Look how can the leadership which. In Nigeria, the people that owns Nigeria, they knew we have defeated them. Ask yourself, why is it that Kaduna and I have not said anything? Why is Nigeria silent? Why did they, after the ruling, they did not celebrate? As they celebrated the kidnapping of Nnamdi. When you are marching, you just try to cool down and understand the signal. Do you know why? They just forced the judges to what is it there? He said to allow to grant the stay of execution so that they can have some chance because the pressure was much. But this is now the pressure this is when the pressure will increase. The pressure was much. They tried to create some little ground, not much ground. There is not much ground. Just little ground to breathe in. The cabals cannot breathe in. Because the same IPOB lawyers crossed them in Federal High Court. They now pressure these people, these very three new appointed judges, to create some small space for them to breathe in. They have been hanging. They just breathe in now. They have returned back to hanging. It doesn't work. That thing doesn't work. I'm telling you. The person that they are holding is not a politician. You don't do party. Politics is just something rubbish. Just like a rich man who got money. People follow you. When you don't have money, nobody follows you. That's how politics is. Those that have been ex-governors, who follows them? Unless it's a senator, you follow them. So, who follows them? But this one, you cannot say who is following Biafra. That is why he is different from those politicians. We are not political party, we don't become. Those politicians you said to infiltrate IPOB, have they not decamped? Only few gullible that they deceived to decamp with them. But IPOB remains in tight. That is to say, we do not have the knowledge or the mentality of politicking. Had we had it, we would have go into autopilot or go into or PV3. But we remain where we are, and we have no option. Do you know that we have locked them at the middle? Forget what they are saying. People are telling you, if it's time, it's time we do something now. Were we playing before? Are you not going before? Who forced them into these actions of destroying their own constitution? Who forced them? IPOB leadership. Do you know we have crossed them internationally? All diplomacy has failed. Maybe you don't know. Nigeria never, now home time was ever. They can't win us here. They come to be the owner of the home. We will win them in their home. Have we not been winning them? Let me count. I have stopped in Ademola. Let's know, Justice Ademola, 20th of December 2015. In my now, I don't like to go to Obianya. You get in a Marcosilla. Mba can clear your issue, my large. And when I better now, but I'm there now, but when I was from him, I don't Bobla have, but I was him as a mark where they will see it on me. We move. I'm not move. You know that I may him there, more amago. I'm not if you make a letter. I'm not on a shame. No, I don't know. You know, I'm not saying that I'm not. Wow. Trouble. They remember. I want a money with them when they came out. There was a problem. So I'm putting them and me waking on silent. Many ways than I do. I was on a Biafra or to hear teaching. But we move. Share it very, very wide. So say back, I'm here Biafra can get no matter happy. No we can use way of me. Thank you. Without compromise. You can each them IPOB, one have some Igbo or Mama survive. When he can't do anything. But I'm using my talent and I handle so I go mama money for nothing. I call an acoca burial mkaga. I would hear burial. Come on, now time to come to Temogola. I'm one accident, all rubbish. My win on all of more. Let's some Karanka. But I only one are young and ban, but boom for Biafra. Yeah, well, a very good something. Mad even mad happy, spirit mad happy. Thank you. I'm an accident. I'm bullet just That's why some people say they can eat my money now. Because I told me got police for anything, the business or something. If change I got police who Biafra. Hey, now that case the country. They happy. It's a case nation over now. When I don't think I'm gonna case nation corner as that. Oh, a man. Don't we can hear off no. I got an honor and I said, Members are case the allegation of Abraham over the more was one of the major come live village submitting them to the police. Did you understand? When you're not on the phone, some Nana Chopin say my drum game. Police are drum game. When you're not a mortuary. One more Adam, the 2 years and 5 years now. Okay, man, now there's 7. 7 months or 8 months, 2 years. Or the 1 month. Then they could like the village. There are mine. Guess in a police at some number also. But also again. Now somebody in Gabo, when you have to tell no. Which I want when one day when you have police about more. Oh, so get a mother, my child, just. But I go to police. Remember my village, I did not go to my house. I just go to the police direct to submit to them. I cannot lose my village, lose my children, lose my family, lose my future. It's a lie. Submitting myself to the police. To my people are there. I have one man. Here. So you want Haplam to push me out of my village? How could I school? They took me away from primary 4 first term. Haplam to destroy my talent in December. Primary 4 first term, December, nature Haplam na December first term. Every day September, I go try December. But I'm the same time, one Naga school, I got Lagos. Why not my father got destroyed by telling them, no how matter my talent. This man I got or man I will be a pop. And I go and say the Iranian players on my law. Or money. How do I pay again this people? I'm always a chance. I got what you are every moment. That's when they try to trap me. I'm not getting with him to Biafra now. Young with an detention. Come to the zero Mamaka. I'm as a legal president. You get me anything. How much them say my uncle load down with that December. Now we make a new accident. Now what has you mishi? In the mortuary. My granddaughter here, my mother, my father, 2009. My God, others SMA gold. My God, Evadan na Chineke just confirm only dey preserve na detention na ebe ahụ ka m ga ọ zuo ike na gama na ebe a karịa 4 years adọghị m nọ ma bịa mụzie ihe m ji alụsa Nigeria ọgụ na detention ha ka m ji nwetakwu amamihe legal ji ha mmanwụ Chineke mere m ebere anyị mecha ndị a ihe dere m they cannot stop me ebe m nọ mụọ akwụkwọ na katọn ngwa ahịa na signboard na ihe edere na moto. Right? Primary 4 first term. How many I work on as a secretary, I will secretary of the organization. If the minister bring boy, I can literally stop him. Haman, I will of me. Upon work, I am mad people. Thank you. We move. Share is very good. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist, Mazi Maduabuchi. I am here in Biafra land. Malami is aware. DSS is aware. I am from Nnamdi. That was Aniri. Aniri is a local government in the Nigeria province of Biafra land. In Atego. Mbana. We move. So the issue is, do you understand the battle of a final destruction of Jesus? Championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. The case over federal government versus Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you go in the charges against him that have been quashed by the court, IPOB is mentioned there. Then you now ask yourself, who is IPOB? I say, no, it is not people of Biafra. Then who are they? The people that are agitating for Biafra restoration. That is to say, we are discussing Biafra in Nigerian courts. Or because discussing Biafra in Nigerian courts. Keep on here direct torture. Keep on here to talk. I go to National High School. Why? Why you talk? I go. Why? We need to meet in their court first. Or the man in my UN, in my UK, everywhere and everywhere. Then I'm there. They go there back. Get the back and they just support them. They must obey. Somebody should not deceive you and say, you cannot get justice from the court of your oppressor. We get. Say that now, that's their own history. That people that did it, they cannot do it, not IPOB. You can only tell me the government you are doing with, they can disobey court order. It is different from getting justice. Where you go, you do not get justice. IPOB will get it. Don't compare us with history. That's the mistake Nigeria is making. How their diplomats, I go to do it like this. That's how these people do. They do this. You will fail. You don't compare it with IPOB. This man, this is my program with we move. So that is it. If I say, man, you can't get justice. We Ademola decided on it. Johnson will discharge him. 2016. Then Justice Ahmed Mohammed. You know, when Ademola discharged him, they refused him. They refused court order. December Malami was the Attorney General. December Malami, 2015. They returned him back to DSS. 2016, Justice John Sowell decided our leader unconditionally again. They arrested him and returned him back to Kuje. That time he was in Kuje. And the case was transferred to the court of Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, the court of Justice Ahmed Mohammed. Who told you DSS that I have warned you to stop bringing this kind of case to my court, to this honorable court, and I have advised you to go and obey the previous court rulings. He did not say a court ruling. He said court rulings. What are the court rulings? The discharge of Nnamdi Kanu by the Justice Ademola and the discharge of Nnamdi Kanu by Justice John Shaw. These are the rulings that Justice Ahmed Mohammed was referring DSS to. Go and obey. That is to say, 3 unconditional release. Because let us come to a minutes, that is minutes of a meeting. If minutes is being read out, somebody will move the minutes and somebody will support it. Let us just say that Justice Ademola, that decided our leader, just read the minutes of the meeting. Now Justice John Soho moved the meeting. Now Justice Ahmed Mohammed supported the meeting, the minutes of the meeting. Now, why did they disobey and still granted Nnamdi Kanu high conditional bail? 3-man shot. Land this in Abuja, Zimaitama or what? Or near to the Federal High Court. Then 100 million naira they will have. And our leader will not be in the midst of more than 10 people. He will not give a press interview. Somebody that had been twice unconditional release and backed up by Justice Ahmed Mohammed, which is three times unconditional release. You will not give him conditional release. You know, some people think we have forgotten. Allow us to koju ite. Happy ya koju. Don't agbala ni kai koshe. Happy ya ka justice ju. Oju ebo ge ju say draw. Then ayakusai. Happy ya ka secure your oga. We are counting it. I'm not up there. Problem. This flag we have defeated now. It can now do anyhow. Someone told you 2 weeks time, Biafra flag will be hosted. Yeah, 2 months and I am made a list. IPOB and pilot. Every time I every day. You release song. But I got a release a new song. It remains there. 2 primary demands. Free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and give us day for Biafra referendum. We are movable. Every day now, I don't want to see check a point. I want to see fine. Hey, the politician will be able to pay the bigger price. Hey, politicians is no longer our problem. Our problem is the foundation of Nigeria. Hey, 2 weeks, the Biafra flag will host everywhere. Hey, no more political activities. Hey, nah, I could call you. Here, it was a street. Every day, now, we go, man, no, oh, freedom. So, yeah, I can't do 3. Yeah, 2 years. So, I can't be doing yeah, I want to do I'm not going to happen. I'm not going to get a sorry. Man, I will a man go because he's sorry. He's from mad. Man, a woman, I won't remember anything. But I'm a man, and I'm a one with you. Will get our boss. And the only thing I'm just joining, I is on our front line. I cannot go to bank because they trap me in the bank. That's my account. Why have they used? Why am I? A man had a report to go bank to trap me. And the man at director agwachala code ụta ị ga-esi alụ ọgwa. Did you understand? Ọ dị ka ebe m mere today emere clean up side ebe m bi. Ha mara onwe ya gbasara m na clean up onwe ya gbasara m na ọkwa ya ọtara. Enwego m onye m na-akwụ ụgwọ na na-eme m clean up. Because on the place gị na ha nọ na-eme clean up ka gị na ya ga-akpakwa nkata. From there ka ọ ga-achọ okwu ọ ga-achọ gị ya enwezie point o ji agwa polisi na ọdụnwa. But ị ga na-eze ha eze so that mgbe ọbụla ya na conscience ya ga na-alụ na onwe ihe i mere ya. Ịma ha na-ebu ụzọ ekreti ihe ga-eme ka iwe wee ya ka ọ nwee ike gwa polisi na ọdụnwa bụ onye. Anọtụkwa m onye chairman ha bịa gwazie m na nsọrọ ọrụ ana onwe ya gbasa m na ya lee anya na akwụkwọ na aha m abaghị. Ọkwa ya ọtara. So otu a ka o si adị. Ihu lọs mmadụ na-agba ahịa people a na-alaik ịgba lọs ọ makwa na ọ nọ freedom na ọ nọ Biafra land na ọ na-adọ freedom under IPOB and ọ ma na a na-ekiri ekiri every time ọ ga-alaik isogide ihe niile eruo n'isi. Ị na-eso eru n'isi ịma na ị nọ ọgụ obere gị na ha kọrọ ya ọhụta iwe chọọ ochi atụ gị aka ịma gị na ị ga na-agba lọs as IPOB member na Biafra land gbaa lọs ọga gbaa lọs hapụ ndị a ka anyị lụcha ọgụ a m na-enyeta unu ki ị ga-agba lọs onye o ji chọọ ijide dat your money ụka ime noise ka ụnụ gaa polisi ka ọ gwa ya na IPOB onye o ji chọọ iri dat your money so ịkpọ brain gwa mmadụ ma ọ wọkụ gị zere onye a na iji ọgụ n'aka zere onye a na ekwensu ji ya chie ọnya mama lọs m na-agbaghị ị nwere ike inye m 10,000 na bife na mata ekele m sista ọkwa anaghị ike mmadụ iri mmadụ bribe mba ihe awaja na ị nwere ike ịhụ nwaanyị o nwere ebe nke mgbafere ụbọchị ahụ ihe nwaanyị dewe n'elu tebụl ma mma orukwe 1,000 ọ na-ere ka mgbafere dị ya ma agba breki gụrụ ego nye ya onweghị ihe anụ na bọjetị ọnwekwere ana m eche echiche ụlọ elu nwere gbasakwanụ m n'ụwa akwanụ sef na ya m jikwere ụlọ ya ọkwa mma wunye nri ka m jikwere ego eme ihe m ego na-ama eke ya ndị mmadụ ya bụ ahụ uru ma nọrọ onwe m ma pepụl mana onwe ya m ji ego eme na-echere echiche ihe ị na-akọ nye nwaanyị ọhụ m ya ọ gwara m ahụkwa na ndị big man na-agafe ọmụkwa na onye nke onye ogbenye na-enye ya ego kwe ọtara ọmanụ otu aka ị na-enyekwa ya everywhere ya oche na ọrịa nwanwụ mbụ so ịnwe anwa otu m nọ ya na ga-esi na ịkpara m aka na ha ihe ndị mmadụ ga-eme gị awụ obere ihe o Chineke okwu onye ama anyị na-ekwu eziokwu before Biafra before IPOB anyị ekwu eziokwu bụrụ ezigbo ndụ kpenwe udo a na-ebutere ike a na-etriti ị ga-eni iji ị na-ebi ezigbo ndụ bi ezigbo ndụ remove let us ndị mmadụ lee gị anya ya ọsị nwa ya ga-aba ya IPOB let us proceed amecha mmadụ then they will know so which very court order did the Malami want to obey? Which court order now? Decided by Ademola, decided by John Soho. Then Ahmed Mohammed referred them back to go and obey the previous court ruling. Bin Tanyako currently have ruled on the favor of Nnamdi Kanu over the violation of his fundamental human rights by the Nigerian government agency, security agency, DSS, and the government themselves. They did not obey. Even as he had been discharged by the court, they have not given him his eye glasses. They never gave him. He never changed clothes upon the continuous illegal detention. These are the justices, the debts of justices. They are owing us. Nigerian government is owing us. When we are counting, I keep counting it and I keep counting and repeating. I've repeated it more than 5 times. We know why we are reminding them. I know why I tag BBC in the other page. Right? I know why I tag you, Malami. If you look at us, we don't have oil well. We are ready to die. But we tag you so that even before your ancestors, when you will die, you have something to tell them. You will tell them that we told you. Who even want you to obey? If you obey, that is to say you will win us. So when you disobey, you are drawing my attention because we are nothing. We have no money to lobby. So Molani is now lobbying for us because their disobedience to court order is lobbying for us. I want our people to understand I was on the way. They said no. I must go back and preach. I was going to office. I tried to argue that I must go. Say, you are not going nowhere. Go back and broadcast. That's why I'm not using my light to broadcast because I didn't prepare. Then I come back to broadcast. Because I must broadcast and guide our people. Our leader used to come emergency broadcast. Sometimes he will be sick. But because he must address issue. Thank you. I'm still on the present. Omar had verdict 19th of January 2022. Malami disobeyed. Appeal court ruling deciding Nnamdi Kanu struck out all the charges against him and blamed now because I told me got police for anything, the business or something. Him change got police who Biafra. Now that case the country. They happy. It's a case nation over him now. Don't they care na nga no case nation ka ọ na-aza. Oh we man. Don't we can hear off no. Agwa no na aza case. Mgbe m zara kesi allegation eburu m n'obodo mụ ozugbo m nọrọ ya mejiri aka m la village submit onwe m to the police. Did you understand? Onye na-akpọ m na phone sị m na na-achọkwa m sị na achọrọ m gị. Police achọrọ m gị. Nwunye m nọ na mortuary. Nwa m ọhụrụ nwa ada m nwanyị dị 2 years and 5 years now. Okay, mgbe ahụ na ọ dị 7 months or 8 months, 2 years and ọkpara m nwunye m mụrụ mgbe 1 month. Then ekula via village era mine no gesi na police la chom na mma wo so gbakwa no so ka gị mebuzie ka gị na-eme na somebody nga agba ụgwọ nwunye ya kpochichara n'olu erechi ahụ arịa nwa nwanne chi ya nwa nwunye aga gwa police na ọmụ agbure so gị na mmadụ macha just kpochicha n'olu ya nwa ya ga wuru ya ọwashi. I go to police mgbe m nọta village. I did not go to my house. I just go to the police direct to submit to them. I cannot lose my village, lose my children, lose my family, lose my future. It's a lie. Submitting myself to the police. Although to my people are near. I have to say that what he did was wrong. Nigeria did was, excuse me. Because he got in 2 hours time. I'm not even normal as a caller. Only in our office, I'm going to secretary. There. Okay. Thank you. Somebody is calling me the other side. I'm sorry because I wanted to register this very StreamYard or Melon so that I'll be going on multiple platforms so that the other phone will be free. That's why I don't even answer call. I need to have open a line, but I need a smartphone if I can be broadcast because I broadcast on two phones here. A smartphone, so I'll be going live. I'll be going answering calls. I am on Biafran Times, the other line, and this one on my page, IPOB Evangelist, and they are calling me there. I don't want this. I don't this distraction. This line, that line is supposed to be in the other phone. And they have not taught me how to register that StreamYard. I tried to do it, no way. I will try it again and screenshot and send to one of us or something. Let them direct me so that I can go with on multiple platforms. Thank you. We move. And I can be here. Then we know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do bad now. I am like them. It can shake. Now one can in shake. If they ask you, did you hear what Buhari said? You tell them, did you hear what Nnamdi said? If they tell you, hey, do you hear what the Senate said? Ask them, did you hear what Chike Dozem said? Now the army said they will kill everybody, tell them that China someone said our land must be protected. Did you understand? Thank you. I met them there. Why is it that Ozoko went to a meeting? They gave us a notice of 45 minutes. In their own country, they don't even relax. Now, ask yourself, who is giving each other agenda? Oga, ask the zoo, who gave the agenda? You own the country, you own the court, you own the constitution, you own the lawmakers. You are also in control of the prosecutor, federal council. Why did you give us 45 minutes notice to a court when you know that Ozokome went to Canada for a meeting? Hey, very. I met them there and hear them, they will know. Thank you. I'm madman. Agamepu. I kpachara ahụkwụ ya emetụ desi aka ha emetụ dị n'ahụ Nnamdi Kanu aka ịdọta dị a na-adọ director na desi aka ha emetụ ya nwoke ji ha na ọ nịkọdọ Iginna gwara ha ya agwa Iginna gwara ha ya agwa they tried to use Simon and chase away the wild animals. We said no, we will round him up. He said he saw all of a sudden wild animal started rounding up, coming round this very small puppy. Nnamdi Kanu, small puppy, ya bekata fuwazi. Ako yingin lapu. Federal government na ga bu okreke. Ha chene ha woge Jesus. Ejide ya nwaze ya boss. Chena ina eme ha hi. Ha part 2 ya. Aya na boss. Part 2 nke Jesus ayo aya na boss. Akwa Peter aba ni mo lo na eche mba na tramons. Yes, mba na tramons they tried. Ha tried out of Apostles chapter 2. They started speaking in boldness. Always do. And can you on so they speak in boldness already. So when they kidnap our leader, the boldness increased because the boldness had been there already. Thank you. I met them, then they will know. These Fulanis now, they should go and ask Harold Wilson, those that work with Harold Wilson. Ask them, what did they discuss before they told Gowon to go and kill them? Maybe they didn't tell Gowon what they discussed. Go ask them. They said, if you arrest Ojukwu, he will win you with the Aguri Accord agreement. And the world will come for his rescue. Therefore, do not arrest him. Go and kill them. That's what the British concluded. And they told Gowon, go to war. The idiot Gowon, the idiot did not even know what they agreed. Anampam. Chineke kpọwụrụ ọkụ kpọọ ndị ezinụlọ ọkụ kpọọ ndị obodo ọkụ and those that related to him. And everybody that wants us to continue with Nigeria. Can you endure what we are enduring? Imagine how you are silent now. Imagine how you love Nigeria. You love Nigeria, you don't love the constitution. Do you know you're a fool? You're an idiot. You are not supposed to stand before the presence of anybody. It doesn't matter the position you are in government. You are an idiot. As far as you are in Nigerian position, you're a fool. How can you be in a position you knew that are been that is constitutional, and your constitution has been truncated by the Attorney General, and you cannot protest against truncating of your constitution by the Attorney General, an appointee, and you were voted in. Appointee, Amalani is an appointee, not a president, an appointee, an ordinary appointee. An appointee, a senator that was elected cowardly, sleeping in their home, fools, foolish senators that should go back home. Go back home, resign and go back home. There's no constitution backing you as a senator. The whole laws you make have been rubbished by one Fulani appointed by he was appointed by a late man, body that have died. He's there defending a dead man, disobeying court order. If you take somebody with senator, you're a house rep member, I'm a governor, you're a fool. Tell your JSS to arrest me. Let us go to court. You tell me how you are not a fool. If your position is not in constitution, then I will know you are not a fool. But if your position is constitutional, then tell me how constitution can be truncated and you shut up. When you allow the constitution to be truncated, then your office is also nullified. You cannot defeat me. You are a fool. You are an idiot. Every Nigerian politician is a fool. As far as you have not protested, not by giving comment, your protest against the disobedience to court order is by resigning. As far as you are still retaining your office, then you are supporting the federal government that is disobeying court order. You should not retain your office. If not, you are a thief. Defending the money you get. Those I will tell you Oto Shedregi, Chinaka Bo Chira Bregu. I what the hit in Albania on a new Fefe. That's it, you are getting look at Malami. Malami is now telling them, I have tried. Now when I tell you I have not seen heat on their face. So you have tried. You are telling Fulani you have tried, Malami. Look at heat all of your body. But IPOB have not, no single sweat. We have not even started. You are telling them to thank you. So you want to obey the very nonsense ruling by your three Fulani panel of judiciary. Whether you are from Anambra and you are among them, you are a Fulani panel of judiciary. Did you understand? Do you know why? You have no jurisdiction to try the case. You would have told Malami to return the judges that gave the ruling. As far as it is in appeal courts, you must go back to those people and tell them, look at where we are kicking against your ruling. Look at our reason. We are kicking against this ruling because of this reason. So look into our reason and see if your ruling is right. Is that not how to do it? How do you remove the people that gave the ruling? You go and bring another person to listen to a ruling. And somebody is telling me that he is retaining his office in the government under the same constitution. And you are still saving your PVC under the same constitution. And you are still honoring INEC under the same constitution. And you are still hoping of election that is under the same constitution that is no longer workable. You are a fool. You are an idiot. A stupid idiot. You are an idiot, a fool. We are just telling you, we are not panicking. We are IPOB. We defeated all of you. Already. Are we panicking? We are in our tone only. Look at us on our way. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that very interruption. I'm sorry for the interruption. Somebody was calling in. Thank you. We move. I mentioned there, hear them, they will know. Share the program very wide. We are winning them. Do not panic. Malami is running all the cabal, so immediately we defeated them in their court. They knew that extraordinary rendition will put all of them in jail. Everybody connected. That's why you see the Southeast governors and all the politicians, they are silent. That very jumping up you hear from all Joe Zokala and the senior caucus. These are just camouflage. They don't have anything good in mind for Nnamdi Kanu rubbish. Just camouflage. Do you know why? Fulani threatened them that all of you that are involved will also go to jail because we will involve you. That's why that's the language they use to silence them. China, if Fulani Jogohan, they have now gone mood. You know, When they want to contest, they'll contest individuals. But when they want to sell you, they will give press release in the name of Southeast Caucus, Senate Caucus. Do you understand? Which is rubbish. It is better they stand on their offices according to their senatorial districts where they represent or what, right? They have to speak on behalf of those senatorial zones. Let us hear that so-so senator says something, so-so senator says something, so-so senator says something, so-so senator says something. That's what we want to hear. Not joining together, you send a slave master, or just Okal, he will not speak on your behalf. When the Fulani knew that, as soon as they appoint him, why did they appoint him majority leader? Because they will engineer him to speak on your behalf. Which is the one that's supposed to front for it after speaking, but he cannot do it. That's why he's there. To cross you before anything. Thank you. How much you like? I met somebody here, then they will know. I met somebody here. Okay. So, if somebody is now trying to tell you, hey, you need to take action, you need to do this, well, what actually is attracted them to kidnap our leader? How many people did Nnamdi Kanu killed? He killed nobody. Then, which action attracted them? Is it not the same method of action of non-violence by IPOB leadership? Is it not the same one that attracted them to commit extraordinary rendition? Then why do you want us to start another type of action? The same action you demanded from Nnamdi Kanu, he said no. The same action you have been taking with Simon Ekpa to kill our people and to create way for federal government to kill our leader. Not jailing him. Jailing him is just a fast one that will happen within 2 weeks. How did they do it? Simon Ekpa will make the name of ESN and make sure to be destroyed, and they will be seen as terrorist organization. Then IPOB will also seen as terrorist organization, and now our lawyers will be seen as lawyers of terrorist organization. Therefore, they will not be allowed to see our leader. That is to say, terrorists does not have lawyers. Do you know what they will do now? They will now tell you, according to SSS intelligence, that they got information that ESN, IPOB ESN, want to attack IPOB ESN terrorists. That's how they will call it. Want to attack, that's what DSS will say. How do we fall into their trap? DSS want to attack DSS facility, and we take away their terrorist leader, and they can. That's how they will say it. And by saying this, they will now say, based on this, to make sure that his life is safe, that they are now moving him to another facility where they will not make known, so that the IPOB ESN terrorists will not invade there. Do you know what they do? The lawyers can no longer see him. Lawyer can never see him again. They will now keep him in a mental barrack where they will be giving him urine to drink, Fulani urine or cow urine to drink. That's what they wanted to use Simon to do. Because when you make ESN terrorists, that's why he says he's in charge of ESN. He raised on the name of ESN. After raising from the name of ESN, he will not tell you, I want to see fire in Enugu. That is to say, he is signaling the world that the money he just raised is to sponsor terrorism in our land. Now, after doing that, what else will the federal government do? IPOB ESN camp raised in Osumogu. IPOB ESN camp raised in Nsukka. That's what you hear after raising fund. Listen, you know, we follow things the way it is. After someone raised fund, listen. Army or police. Now we have defeated them. Even the army is tired of saying we capture ESN IPOB now. They are tired. The news doesn't work. But go back to activities. You know, we have been telling you. After they say we raise fund, we are in charge of ESN, our men must do something. Before 2 days, you will hear police or army. IPOB ESN camp raised, men captured, many killed. Look at their vehicles. These are serious intelligence work. But I know about getting agree. Chena I got agree. Man, I hate rig. And I got him deal on me agree. Yadeke kanye mrani. Akwani plan log. Awani wa genjega agenda. Uba enforce mara mi yanya 45 minutes notice. Uba enforce ya remove judges hana ya nwere nkata. Appeal court judges, he have discussion with, he appointed them. We force them to remove them. To appoint those that will disgrace them. I say noji, iga noji. Ine fishi baka ya deke kanye mara. When we say annual, we are talking about IPOB. Do you understand? I joined them together. Now I have IPOB. Together. Each of them go by when they got it. I have IPOB. More get GM one a man are. Okay, so you may be to send the guy a money. Yes, I area or go one more IPOB. Only an area IPOB. I got university, university IPOB. So it's why I work in Niagara. You got some. Because it's a na ga half and they can invest in app. Is Rana get me and my boss. You they can't have go. Did you understand? I will hear me. Thank you. I'm a Sunday. Then they will know. Thank you. How much you we move. So that is it. But do you know where we killed Nigeria DSS and everything that they planned against Nnamdi? Securing 2 times visit a week. Are you aware? Now, I want to draw your brain back to their initial plan. When they expected violence from us, do you know how they planned it? They wanted to kill our leader initially and deny that he was not the one that they arrested. They will show you another person. Do you know how they planned it? Go back to that very picture they showed you and tell you it's the picture of Nnamdi. I have told our people this severally. If you look at that picture, it is not clear. And you cannot challenge them that this is Nnamdi. Even people that saw the picture said that no, this is not our leader. When the news broke out. Why was the picture dark? It was dark because they set trap for you. Ask yourself, does DSS or Nigeria government not have a very clear camera to take Nnamdi picture when they kidnap him? The answer is yes, they have. But why do they took that picture that is very dark? Because they targeted that we will go into violence, and when we go into violence, they will kill him and bring a look-alike, which when the person will be presented to court again, you will say that this is not Nnamdi Kanu, and by then it will become an argument something. Because the picture wasn't clear. That's why IPOB saw it, we said no. Let us follow them now and deal with them. What did IPOB do? We went to court. Okay, we gave them order. We went to court, they did not bring our leader. Then the leadership told them that they must bring our leader to court on the 21st of October 2021 that if they fail to bring Nnamdi Kanu to court on the 21st of October 2021, that IPOB will give order for 1 month sit at home. Baba actually bazonya. I na kwajo brain of IPOB. Enwe how I go na radio man no carry missile. I actually bazonya man na bazonya in the non ichene grave. What did they do? They brought our leader to court 21st of October. What did we do? We took our picture, our leader fresh picture, and show it to the world. That was when we confirmed that he is in their hand. Though lawyer has visited him, but the world did not go with the lawyer. Now that was when we forced them to present our leader to the world. Final. I did the job. Ana aru. Ana agba ya na-egbe. Ịgba ya na-egbe iluso. Missile a na-eme. Ihe a na-akpụ brain ya. Ịkpọ ya mee activate. Your work simply. Anyị gwa gị na ọjị ka anyị gwa gị ihe anyị na-eme. Gị na-egiri. Ihe ọha na-echiri ọnwụ. Ana m achị ma tan union, achị ma union, achị club m, na-achị ma family ọga. Awụ ihe a na-eji abịa na IPOB. Ọ dị iche. Hey, more school management. Hey, how come back manager? Ọga na ọkwa n'ụjọ ọwụ ihe na-eme na IPOB. Ka dị iche. Mgbe ị gara ego school, egoro Biafra na school. O nwere course egoro a na-akpọ Biafra. Egoro medicine, ọ na-egoro science, ọ na imere law, ọ na imere accountant. Ọ ihe ndị imere. Egoro Biafra na school. Onye ezi gị na ọjị ka Chineke zie Moses ozi ka o zie unu ga-esi mba. Ebe mgbe Moses na-anọ ya ka eze ndị na-esote ya ga-esi mba na ọgụ ka a ga-agwa na ịmali ha ga-eme na ịmali ha ga-eme. Asị gị chere ọkwa Moses na-edu anyị siri. Chere ebe ka ọ gwa naanị ihe nu ga-esi mba na unu ga-emere onwe unu chi ọzọ. Ka unu mechara onwe unu chi ọzọ gịnị mere? Ala mepere over 23,000 adakpu. Ọkwa ya nwa repeatri na. Thank you. I met them there. They will know. Omo Chineke, don't be deceived. Now, when they presented our leader in court, I say fresh speech or Gwebido. I have to say the honor, you can no longer kill him and say it's another person. In the days when the chief was saying they want to go for free Nnamdi, we allow them because they know it was a weapon to defeat Nigeria by signaling the world that our people are behind the Nnamdi Kanu. That as they told the world that he is doing a family issue, that the IPOB is just a few people, that the Eastern Nigeria believe in Biafra, we now allow our traditional rulers to go for free Nnamdi Kanu. That is to say, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB was not intimidating the communities. We allow religious leaders to tell the world that we do not fight religion. We allowed our elders, Mbazika Mechi, Opadika and Co, to show that our fathers are behind us. We ordered them to send representatives also to court to represent them. These people are the people that went to Asoroko. These ones are the I'm calling now are the people that went to Abuja court. Unless the same delegates. So many of them same delegates. This was a signal. Do you know that the federal government DSS signal Simon Ebanko to campaign against it? Do you know what that thing means? When I have told you that I submitted myself to the police. When there was an allegation, I got information there was an allegation against me. I traveled to go and submit myself. Now, do you know that when I was taken to Enugu State CID from the division where I submitted myself, I was decided and acquitted after 4 years. Right now, when I was taken to there, within some days, the union of the business I do from the state, you know that my state, Enugu, is not where I am, where I stay. It's another state. the executives of that union, because I was the assistant secretary to the union. Then this case happened in 2009. I was discharged 2013 October. So now the union came to police station, state side Enugu. Now the traditional ruler of my place came on my behalf. The traditional ruler first of all came. Now the IPO of, not my IPO, one of the CRO, counter relations officers, that used to serve us there, he said, "Na your case no nyezunu na akwukwa na zo." Oh, go na acquire them. Then there was a day that my union came after visiting me from that very state. The charter bus they came to come, and they came after. Do you know that the police now start giving me respect? Instead, they said, "Na you go bring mado oto iperempe ndi okenye drag." He has an executive and he was assistant secretary from that state. I don't want to call that state. From that state they came. Ha chata moto bafe how many states there? Do you know that the man gave me phone to make call? That policeman. Do you know why? People are there on my behalf. That is to say, I want my job mad. The union, my union have come. So my case, I'm gonna people go. That is to say, I'm the any allegation this people cannot come. That's what IPOB was doing. But they say, "Hey, political solution. Hey, we don't want them. This is political solution because the enemy told you to fight them." In my case, church get there, union get or line get there, in the yard get there, village get there, police in my case guard go less. Me magi a matter. But when the signal Simon and the Nelly talk, where is Nelly? Where is Nsima? Where is all of them? In our corners in Facebook. How much name is business? And I does it Biafra 2023. But the man that kicked this very bad, they forgot him. Not one person will fight for Biafra. Someone replaced our leader. Just imagine. Not our late leader. Understand the language. He is not replacing our late leader. He's replacing our living leader. Just imagine the language. You are replacing a living leader. And the fools are listening. That's why they discussed to keep our leader incommunicado and make him an underworker. How? With Simon Eba. Counter any voice that came out from Nnamdi Kanu, that comes from Nnamdi Kanu through the lawyer. Attack it. So that he will no longer rule this time from detention, because the other time he was leading IPOB from detention. Attack any voice. Attack the voice of the lawyers. Attack the voice of his sibling that visits him. Attack anything, any message he gives to IPOB leadership. Attack it. So that nobody will believe his words, so that we can kill him. And someone was doing it. And I said, yes, how can he be in detention? He will be giving us order. He did not have himself. He don't have power of himself. You are an idiot, a fool. There's a case. Case. I'm not my people here again. I'm not lawyer me here again. And I call you. I would be charge a criminal offense. Me have foresee somebody. May lead their people. A did again a robber or a freedom fighter, he must contribute to his case. Both the legal proceeding, both leading his people, he must give them advice, he must give them instruction. If his voice stop coming out, and if you no longer believe in his voice, then he is dead. That's what they plan to do to our leader. He will be alive, but he will not be voicing out. Then they will now tell Simon Eba to take over. He will now say he will be voicing out. The voice of another will cease. And there is nothing the leadership say again. You believe, because our leader do not say anything again. That was the plan. Look at Malami. They have no weapon apart from the filtrators. Today, look at them. We defeat them all round. We deleted the program. About the one when here is a oh man, in a freedom, in a choose and dick own deal. Okay? In your belief, knows of evolution operate. Mbera no chill, the evolution, the honey own deal. Oh, you go do the uniform, oh, Nero. Because Onyiro will position. If you don't want to be counted as the enemy, do not take position in the position of the enemy. Take position with your people. You cannot be there with the oppressors, despite that you are putting on our uniform. We cannot spare you because the weapon of war cannot go there and select you out. So therefore, when we are shooting them through our campaign, because we don't have gun, the bullet of our campaign will also touch you because we don't have gun. If you notice, is one guy there. If you notice, is one guy there. Yeah, although I am like how I got a idea of mouth. I hope I'm tagging a book when I got idea. Oh, Biafran ka Biafra na Biafra ka ela madu ni. Thank you. Excuse me. Omo Chineke, we are winning. And I'll be rounding up the program. I will make my large number. Kangan Gafi say some things. I'm a quadruple broadcaster, but I must say it because a Kumukuna is very weak. So you must share it wide. Not must, sorry. You have to share it very, very wide, right? So that others can listen and understand. My page, my personal pages, Facebook is attacking it. My private pages, so you can only follow this page, IPOB Evangelist, in one word. Mazi Maduabuchi. That is, if you write IPOB Evangelist in one word, you give space. Mazi Maduabuchi, you give space. Write page. The page, yes, that one is the page. If you didn't put page, that one that have no page is my private page. But that one that have page is the public wider page. So you have to follow it. I'll be coming live from there and coming live from other pages I do not mention, both Biafran Times and other pages. Thank you. I am rounding it up here. You should forgive me for bridging the program from here at this very point in time. The very campaign continues. Do not be weak. We have seen this type of thing before, and they try to double it, and this is their double effort. And they don't know that it is nothing to us. We will crush it. I am a gun boy. I have met also. Primary 215, 216, 217 of where but I have because of the cross already. So you must focus. A move like emotionally. You have emotion. You have something that has to go a man and directives. Continue to fight for free Nnamdi Kanu and fight for Biafra restoration. You cannot be fighting for free Nnamdi Kanu and you call the leadership names. All of a sudden, you will abandon the Nnamdi Kanu, which was the name you used to attract followers against the leadership and for them to follow you. Now, you now drop Nnamdi Kanu. You are now campaigning and telling people how much they will give you for Biafra to come and telling them date. Why, is it not Nnamdi Kanu that will give you the date? That is to say, earlier, none of you believe in him. Only to load your vehicle with his name by telling your passengers, he's the one that will drive the car. He will drive the bus. Enter. Nnamdi Kanu is the driver. Look at him eating. He's somewhere eating. He's the one that will drive the car. After people have entered, you will now tell them, we will follow this road. That is human trafficking. Instead of you to use your name as a driver, you claim to be, to load that vehicle and say, I am the one that will drive, so that those that are following the vehicle will know that this is the driver. You use the name of Nnamdi Kanu to gather people and you tag everybody criminal so that they will follow you, so that within a short while you will drop Nnamdi Kanu and claim to be now fighting for Biafra. Biafra we have died for, suffered for. And the politician, those that politician contracted and those Loretta chair contracted, all of them started shouting, hey, how the way? Today, where are they? Many are inobedient, many are previously, many have forgotten everything and go their way. Many have started fighting IPOB with another profile. Today, did IPOB move an inch? The answer is no. Where are the propagandas? All have been destroyed by our resoluteness. That's what we are telling our people. Any stage we are, people must fall out. This stage we are now, do not fall out. Single incitement, you will fall out. Do not listen to inciting. Focus, because Nnamdi Kanu is leading us. He's championing this very war. IPOB is championing this very war. And Nnamdi Kanu is leading us. Thank you, Mochineke. May Chukwu Abiyama bless you, provide for you, grant you your heart desires, favor you, which is the most needed in our lives, because his favor upon us will attract the favor of all mankind, and they will favor us within and without, as Joseph was favored, and even in the house of Potiphar, a strange land where he was sold to. Potiphar discovered that Joseph had favor from God, and he handed everything over to him, apart from his wife. The same thing happens in the house of Pharaoh. The same favor. That is what we are asking on the life of our people. Favor them all, favor them all. Bless them and honor them with your mercy and grace. In your name, Chi Uku Okike. Abia, Amara, Poro, Ime, Ihe niile, we have prayed. Ise, thank you.